is a game-changing product. Did you pay me to say that?
I did not, but that's spectacular.
I'm telling you,
Great
it's
opening.
true. Welcome back, Mr. Robert.
Thank you
Robert
very much.
Lydic of ISONAS. That's ISONAS.com. I want you to describe what it does, because you described it better than I did last time.
Outstanding. We are a hardware and a software company, and our hardware is an all-in-one reader controller. No need for panels, no need for extra wig and wiring. It's all in one.
Look at that.
It's a great product. Comes in a number of different flavors, from mullion to a wall mount keypad. It's great that you can walk around. This is the entire access control system, all in the palm of your hand.
Nobody does this.
Nobody else is doing that.
It's unbelievable.
It's rather unique.
How you guys have only been around, what, 3 or 4 years?
Our company was actually founded in 1999. Founded by 5 bright software engineers who came up with these patents. We awarded those patents on the all-in-one reader controller in 2006.
They've been trying to. Why didn't I know about this at Fox and Disney?
That's a great question, and the reason is the market wasn't ready for IP. The market was so entrenched, and quite frankly, access control moves rather slow.
Yeah, it's true.
And now we're picking up some major steam.
So I don't need a giant software program, don't need a setup, don't need a server, don't need those control panels and all those contacts and those things. It's all right here in one thing.
Correct. So you've got your all-in-one hardware, and this makes us very different, that we are a hardware manufacturer. We're not utilizing somebody else's panels or hardware associated with it. We have our own hardware, and we have our own cloud software platform.
Oh, good.
Our cloud software platform allows for end users to not have a server, not have to install software, not have to worry about their updates, not worry about their upgrades. Everything is automatically applied for them, and they can manage it from anywhere in the world.
Now, I understand this is really mostly a commercial application.
Mostly commercial,
but,
correct.
I mean, could I literally take this and plug it into my house and start using it?
You could, but you would actually need to buy the electric latch, whether you're going to use electric stripe or anything else. I need the door hardware.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little cost prohibitive for a residential application, but for commercial, they're used to it. This is what they want to move towards.
That's fantastic. Explain the technical side of it. So if I need 50 of these and I plug them into my network, how do they show on the network? How do they pop up? Is it basically a directory? We know it's live. Does it act like a computer on the net? Is that a good way to describe it?
It does.
Yeah.
So all you do is you plug that in, powered by standard 802.3 AF power over Ethernet.
Oh, I thought maybe
powered
there's a battery
via
charge in
PoE,
there. No.
And then it connects up. It finds its way through the network. You associate it with your specific software license, and you're ready to go.
No battery needed.
No battery needed.
Isn't that awesome?
It's rather remarkable.
It's unbelievable.
So what we're really excited about being here at ASIS right now is that we are trying to be the de facto standard for IP access control.
Well, it should really.
We will be.
Yeah.
An edge device, all-in-one reader controller will dominate the market because people don't want to do all that. And we want to make it easier for the market to adopt that as well.
Yeah.
So we've invested a lot of engineering into a new software development kit to allow our hardware to operate in other people's software.
Okay, so you're going to be agnostic in a way.
We are agnostic.
All right. And so if I happen to have a system that I don't like, checkpoint, sorry dudes, not happy back in the day. If I had a checkpoint system, I'm not sure if they're even around anymore.
Yeah.
I could use this on the checkpoint system.
Yes.
See, that's a game changer too, because
a game changer.
A lot of stuff when I was doing this is back in the late '90s, early 2000s. Every one of these systems was proprietary.
Correct.
You just couldn't get around it, and if you didn't use their reader and their thing, that
work.
was it. Doesn't work at all. So I can plug this to anything that's existing. That's a huge cost savings. I can lose all those other contacts and stations I have on there and gain conduit.
That is
probably
correct.
Right. If I remember correctly, this is also a card reader.
It is. That's the reader and the panel.
And the panel, right? So I can use a code to get in, or
a card,
right?
Or a Bluetooth credential.
Oh, a phone.
All of those reader controllers have the ability to utilize our Bluetooth application, and I'll open it up for you real quick.
Right.
So we have this free Bluetooth application that's available both on the Android store and the iTunes store.
All right.
I present it to here. It says it's ready. I send the credential, and it opens the door. So I actually don't need cards. I don't need a pen.
Oh, that's a cost savings. That's huge.
It's a major cost savings,
yeah.
and the application is free.
Right.
It's free to the customer. You present it to the respective reader controller. It reads it, identifies it as a credential, and allows you to move from there.
Now, how are you going to handle things like bring your own device?
Yes.
If I want to have this app on a phone that you bring to work, but I'm the employer and I'm requiring you to use your phone for some of the business, they make you bring your own device because they don't want to pay you, obviously, right?
Correct.
Are you concerned about a non-verified secured phone using this to gain access, because who knows what's on that employee's phone.
Right.
Don't check my phone, by the way. All right? There could be a lot of things on there we don't want to see. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, who knows if this guy has already been compromised on his phone? Is it going to affect this sort of thing? Can somebody gain the ability to access the panel through a phone that's been compromised?
No.
Okay.
So the application comes down. It is on that specific device. That device, you would need to present it to it. We're going to read the encrypted code coming off of that specific device's MAC address, and we encrypt that such that only device and its only communication is regarding our application, presented to a Bluetooth radio, and coming out at the back of that, it's going to provide that into our software or a third-party software to allow that person to gain access or not gain access.
So the phone's acting like
it's a card.
Key. It's a card. It's encrypted and it's a key, and we know it. We know it's that address for that phone.
That is correct.
Okay, interesting. Now, can I afford this? Can a small business afford it?
Oh, absolutely. And that is our key market. Is we refer to our software as small to medium complexity, and our hardware can go from one door to an unlimited number of doors.
Right.
I would need different software for that. So I'd say, hey, I'm at a hospital and I need all these levels of complexity that many of these third-party softwares, that's where they specialize, because they're not hardware manufacturers.
Right.
But we allow that to happen using our hardware platform on their software. For a small business, our average number of doors for our customer set is below 7.
Oh, interesting.
So
All
it's
right.
6.2, and those markets said, yep, that's great. But when you think about 6 access-controlled doors, that's actually a pretty big business. You know, we're talking a business of 75 to 200 employees that want to have that number of doors.
And if I remember back in the day, this is back in the 2000s, one door used to cost me up to $2,000 to get it wired and set up.
$3,500 at the industry standard.
Now it is $35. Wow,
correct.
That's amazing.
And so we allow that to be a whole lot less expensive, because to terminate, test, and install a Category 5E is a whole lot less expensive. And buy a switch port, a whole lot less expensive than running complex wiring, associating batteries, power supplies, and panels.
So I'm having a little contest in my head about my favorite products.
Yep.
I had one that was in first place for a long time. I'm putting you back in first.
Oh, yes.
I'm putting you back, and there's a couple that are tied for second now. Now, if you tell me that you have a wireless version.
We do not have a wireless.
But you're working on it. I know you're working on it.
You can certainly make it wireless by associating it to a wireless access point or anything else.
Right.
But itself needs to be wired, because I got to get power to it somehow.
Well, we're going to get a Tesla battery for this. We'll all be all set.
Tesla batteries for it. That's excellent.
Yeah, it's very good. Robert Lydic, ISONAS.com for my podcast listeners, ISONAS.com. This is super cool. That's all I can say. It's super cool. Back in a minute here on SecurityGuideTV.com at ASIS 2017.